Yeah.
Yeah. So like you were talking about the power challenge in Ogun State,
community,
in Ogun
yeah.
community for over a year. I cannot imagine how. But as soon as the Ikeja Electricity Distribution Company, the IKEDC, and the IBEDC, solve that problem, and when this disagreement is brought to an end, so these people can go on with their, things like this could be very, very technical, but the government will need to intervene to make sure, or probably the local government, the member House of Representatives and the Senate, will, whose district fall within that area, should make sure they intervene. This is where the lawmakers are needed to intervene and to make sure they bring succor to the people who reside in that part of town.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to other stories, talking about the crisis in Sudan. We have a call already. Good morning. Welcome to the newspaper review.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Your name and where you
Yes, I'm calling back.
Okay,
I just want to explain he's in Ogijo, to be precise, Ogijo.
Yes.
And there have been several meetings on top of this issue. Yet nothing comes out of the meeting. Several meetings since last year, nothing to write home about concerning the meeting. We don't know. We are tired. If there is anything that they can do about it, please.
Okay.
The entire Ogijo is in blackout.
Thank you, Mrs. Adolphus, for sharing your thoughts with us.
Mrs. Adolphus.
So I hope they are listening.
I really hope so. And no, of course, I'm sure they're listening. Ogijo, so this will take, it's good that we just finished with the elections, notwithstanding the fact that there are post-election matters being solved now. The senator,
those representing the lawmakers,
member of the House of Reps, member of the House of Representatives whose constituency it's that area.
They should wade in immediately.
They should. How can this last for a year?
And I can imagine those they voted for in that area and what he has done.
The member states of the State House of Assembly, which constituency falls within that jurisdiction.
Okay.
What are they doing about this? I'm sure they are aware. They are
if
very
truly
much
they
aware.
visit
If
that
it has been on for a year, I'm sure they are aware. And this is the thing about governance. There shouldn't be a lacuna. There shouldn't be a gap. If you sense your constituency you are representing, people are suffering for a basic necessity such as water, such as electricity, and there is a warring faction between the electricity distribution companies, call them to
order.
If you cannot even call them to order, there should be take it to the State House of Assembly or the Federal House of Assembly. Then talk about those things. Make sure they are summoned. For over a year. No.
So when they have town, do they ever have town hall meetings where they would, if they come, that if they come?
We only have town hall meetings when we are going through the process of looking at bills, and we need to when we go to the stage of looking at these bills after the second reading committee stage, then when we start having town hall meetings.
So when they come, they should make this known. They should talk about this thing.
If it has lasted for a year, I am surprised why it has not got the attention of the authorities.
But then a new administration is coming in. We expect perhaps they voted for it someone different. So we expect
those who have been there for 4 years, for 9 years, they should be interrogated. What are you doing? Going to the Sudan crisis. Let's even talk about the Sudan crisis.
Yeah.
Sudan conflict. 1,262 Nigerian students demand evacuation. 330 residents killed in Sudan. In fact, when I looked at that particular story,
the crisis which started on the 8th of April, and it happened with the cities that it broke out on April 8th with the cities of Khartoum and Omdurman being turned into battlefield. We gathered that there were disagreements over which general would be subordinate to the other, and how quickly the RSF would be incorporated into the Sudanese military. We have, I thought we have Dr. Adedayo Kayode. We'll be back in a moment. Let's go on a break.
For an avenue to blast your brand, why not let us be your detonator at High Impact Radio 102.1 FM with Gachi Cover. For advert placement, sponsorship, partnership, call us on 0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, 0902 745 3931, or send an email to info@highimpactstudio.com.
Join us Mondays to Fridays at 7:05 a.m. to 8 a.m. for freshly baked stories on the newspaper review at High Impact 102.1 FM. Follow us on social media at High Impact 102.1 FM or call 0700 1021 1021. You can also send WhatsApp messages to 0907 224 5018. High Impact 102.1 FM, your urban lifestyle station.
Welcome back. We now have Dr. Adedayo Kayode now, and we hope this is better. Good morning, Dr. Adedayo Kayode.
Yes, good morning. How are you?
Very fine, thank you. Finally, we're happy to hear you clearly now. Let's talk about this crisis in Sudan. We remember the Russian-Ukraine war, where the Nigerians there, and that's where we're calling on the federal government to come lift them. But this is about Sudan. It says 1,262 Nigerian students demand evacuation, 330 residents killed. When you saw this story, how do you expect the federal government to react to this?
Yes, but you see, we have, I think, Department of those people living in the diaspora, of which I think Honorable Abike Dabri is the DG or so. So if you have Nigerian citizens in distress abroad, are we not supposed to come to their aid?
I think they're working on it. I think she's been contacted in this particular case.
Yes, and that is exactly what I'm saying.
Yes.
Because these are people that have been adding immensely to our GDP. So for me, there's no crime in Nigeria, Nigerian government, to quickly rush to their aid. Even before now, they're supposed to have. Because when you see other societies, other countries, they have been aiding their members between Russia and Ukraine, either back to the country or to some other neighboring countries. To me, I want the federal government to quickly react on that. Before we had on your technical matters there,
yes,
you were talking about passports. My experience, yes, I was there in December to renew my passport, and I saw the inscription on all the walls that the passport will be ready in 2 weeks, especially when you are renewing.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's a big lie. The passport didn't get ready until I think about 3 weeks ago. And that was why I said Nigerian government, when it was saying Nigerians whose passport had expired should come home in December, that they will do it for them in 2 weeks. I advise Nigerians abroad, if you come at your own peril. But now you can see it playing out. You can see it playing out. We just have deceitful people everywhere within our system.
Okay, but Dr. Kayode, was there a reason why it delayed? It took more than a month or so before you got yours.
What is a month? 3 months.
Okay, yes.
No reason.
Was there a reason?
Listen. No reason, because immediately after I went there for my biometrics, I think about 3 days after, even the Comptroller General of Immigration came to Lagos to address people that now when you come for your renewal of passport, this and that, within 2-3 weeks you will get it. And they was advising the people in the diaspora to even come home and do their renewal. And then I went up a particular platform to discuss it. And I warn Nigerians, if you try it, you will be stranded in this country. And that's the truth. You can also go even to passport office and do a survey and then see what is happening there. And you know that I'm telling Nigerians the truth.
Yeah, so
Dr. Kaide, this is just a one-off case. I think we just heard this from you. Maybe other people who have similar experiences.
They can call us and tell us. But funny. Just yesterday, someone told me about this experience.
Okay.
In getting it passed.
And it wasn't palatable.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, you see that?
Okay. Dr. Kaide, let me take you to, about, is either the beginning of this week or last week we brought to the fore, or with the story about the misdemeanor of the resident electoral commissioner of Adamawa State, and you, when you gave analysis and commented on the program, you said you weren't expecting anything. It looks like that's not what's on ground now. Mr. President has suspended the Adamawa wreck, and the investigation has commenced concerning what transpired in Adamawa State. What's your take?
Kurumale,
yes,
you are pinching me this morning.
Because
there is what we call walking the talk. To what extent has our government been walking the talk? I will give you an instance. Look at what happened to the former chairman of EFCC.
Okay.
Magu. Yeah. He was suspended. He was charged of some allegations. There was investigation. What else have we had from that investigation, other than he was recently promoted? What about the investigation by the National Assembly on NDDC? The last time we heard about it is stop the mic. Okay, Krumale, please stop the mic.
No.
So what are we expecting? The president has just spoken. Probably he has listened to some of us that were asking for prosecution and necessary punitive measures to be meted on him. But at the end of the day, let us see where this one will lead to again.
Well, it seems investigation is on.
Yes, let us see where it will lead. It has to go beyond investigation. Yes. Because the moment people are not punished on all these infractions on our constitution, people will continue to disregard the sacred constitution of our country.
Okay. All right.
Okay, that's all stories I've got to about this issue of power in Ogun community. Yeah, a caller said we have it on the dailies that it's been over a year, and we know that there are lawmakers, there are people assigned to their constituency, they are meant to do things and delve into this, wade into this matter. How was the role of lawmakers in ensuring that those in his constituency have the necessary basic amenities? How can they go about it?
I will also tell you this. Most of our politicians, they are just there to serve some people's interests, and not the interest of those that they are forced or that they are taken away by force their mandate, taken away by force their sovereignty. I want you to go to Sabo Alagbole Road.
Okay.
That road had been under construction for how many years? But when election is coming, you will see them, they will bring in materials and equipment to just do a scratching activity there. This last election, they came in and they did part of the road. Immediately after the elections, they just took away all those machineries again without completing the road. Now tell me, what do you expect from such people? Because they know that either Nigerians like it or not, they know how to forcefully take over the reign of government. And that's why I have always been clamoring that even we the people are our problems by ourselves. Not until when the people are decided on their own volition to come together, to define their needs, aspirations, and expectations from politicians, and ensure that such are being done for them. Honestly speaking, what we are experiencing is what we still be experiencing. As it's happening to power, so also it's happening to road, so also it's happening to power, so also it's happening to health, so also it's happening to education. That's the way it has been in all the system of the nation. But then we just have one way or the other to have a concerted effort as a people to resolve our problems by ourselves. That is to say, people should take power to themselves.
Thank you, Dr. Dida Akaide. I think when we were experiencing technical itch, it actually eat deep into our time. Our apologies, will not be able to go further. We'll need to draw the curtain.
I can understand. But let me quickly seize the opportunity by also wishing our Muslim faithful Barakah de Salah. I wish them the best of the season.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.
It's my pleasure. Enjoy the rest of the day.
You too.
So here is, I've seen a press statement. I just saw a press statement by Nigeria in diaspora community, NIDCOM, headed by Abike Biri. She has written to them saying that they are consulting with the Nigerian mission in Sudan, and other relevant agencies, adding that Nigerians living in Sudan to be security conscious and be calm.
It's not a joke out there.
Yeah.
People die. Students who are...
I need to have seen on Twitter saying that we've reported this, but I'm not here to come and read Twitter business here.
There's no food anymore. There's no water. There's complete blackout.
Of all of that.
There is no medical medical
scarcity of basic amenities.
There are no doctors. And it's a very terrific situation. When I read through you can see the NANS General Secretary, had made several calls to the federal government, and they seem to be working out on something on evacuating Nigerians out of that out of Sudan. Well, our time is fast spent. This is where we drew the curtain this morning on the newspaper review. My name is Oyim Priye Krumale. Many thanks for listening, and I wish you a happy Eid al-Fitr holiday.
Yes, I am Grace Paul Adebayo. God bless Nigeria and a happy Eid al-Fitr.